Okay, this is number 1 from your learning target check. It says PQRS is a parallelogram, and then I want you to find the unknown measures given that measurement of angle 1 is 30 degrees, angle 5 is 70 degrees, and angle 9 is 50 degrees. So the very first thing you're going to want to do is put those values into your parallelogram. That way it's easier to read. So I'll go ahead and do that. Now that I have those values filled in, I'm just going to go ahead and start trying to answer the questions. And the very first thing it says, it wants to know what the measurement of angle 10 is. Angle 10 is right here. And the way I'm going to find that, I'm actually first going to find measurement of angle 11, because I have a triangle and I can use my triangle rules. The triangle sum is 180, and I can use that to find what angle 10 is, and it's easier for me to find 11 than it is 10, just based on angle 5 being 70 degrees. I will know that angle 11 is also 70 degrees because they are congruent based on being alternate interior angles. I've got QR and PS are parallel. This is the same as a transversal going through two parallel lines. So angle 5 and angle 11 are alternate interior angles, which means that angle 11 will be 70 degrees. Now that I have that's 70 degrees, it's pretty easy to figure out angle 10. I can just use my triangle sum and say 180 degrees minus 70 degrees minus 50 degrees, and that's going to give me 60 degrees. So the answer for measurement of angle 10 is 60 degrees. And by doing that, I also already found 11, which was another question, and I can go ahead and fill that in, 70 degrees. For angle 2, there's a couple ways I can go about this at this point. I can use that this angle 10 is already 60 degrees to find the angle right here where T is, and then use my triangle rules to find 2. Or also I could use that 9 is 50 degrees, and I've got a 70 and a 30 up here, so I know this whole angle of SPQ is 100 degrees. And since these are supplementary, I can use that to find 8, which is congruent to 2. Doesn't really matter how you did this. I will go ahead and fill in the angle with T. So 180 minus 60, because those are supplementary, it's a linear pair, leaves this for 120 degrees. So if this angle is 120 and that one's 30, then I know that only leaves 30 degrees left for angle 2 based on my triangle sum. So that's 30 degrees. So I can go ahead and fill that in. And not that I need it right now, it doesn't ask for 8, but 8 would also be 30 degrees based on those being alternate interior angles. And since 9 is 50 degrees, then angle 3 is also 50 degrees, because this and that are going to be alternate interior angles the same way that 5 and 11 was, and even 1 and 6. Angle 6 would be 30 degrees. But anyway, now that I have all of that, the next question is asking is PQR. PQR just starts at P, goes to Q, and goes down to R. So PQR is going to be the sum of angle 2 and 3. So to solve that, it'd be 30 degrees plus 50 degrees. You just add them together, and you get that it's 80 degrees. So PQR should be 80 degrees. That should have been your answer.